I don't know how to teach this. I just started to record a video for this topic here. Why do you quit? And then I thought to myself, wait a second. Do I want to teach fast, casual English, or do I want to speak in clear, understandable English? They're two different things, right? Let's just mix it up. Let's take a look at the text. Why do we feel like quitting so often? Now, you could say it nice and clear. Why do we feel like quitting so often? Now, you could say it fast and casual like this. Why do we feel like quitting so often? Now, what did I do there? I put why do we feel like quitting? I cut that G off a little bit. Why do we feel like quitting so often? I reduced the T, often, instead of often. Why do we feel like quitting so often? So there's two ways to say it. You can say it nice and crisp and clear and make sure you are understood. Why do we feel like quitting so often? Or you can say it like most people say it. Why do we feel like quitting so often? All right. You feel like quitting because your mind is trying to protect you. Not because you are weak. You're not weak. It's not because you're weak. It's because you feel like, it's because your mind is trying to protect you. Because could be 'cause. You feel like quitting 'cause your mind is trying to protect you. Trying to. I'm going to cut that G off. Trying to. I'm going to make that sound like ta. Trying to protect you. Okay. Is this confusing? I'm mixing casual English with clear and precise English. They're so different. For example, let me say it clear. You feel like quitting because your mind is trying to protect you, not because you are weak. All right, now let me say it with some nice, fast, casual English. You feel like quitting because your mind is trying to protect you, not because you are weak. You see the difference? It's like two different languages. So which one should I teach? Which one do you want to learn and practice? Let me know in the comments section. All right, let's keep going. When something becomes difficult, uncomfortable, or uncertain, when something becomes difficult. Now, this one's kind of tricky too. Uncomfortable. If you say it nice and slow and enunciate, but no one says it like that. They say uncomfortable. All right, so when something becomes difficult or uncomfortable or uncertain, your brain sends a simple message. This is too much. If something is too much, that just means it's overwhelming. It's difficult. I don't want to do it. It's too much. So your brain sends a simple message. This is too much. Your brain wants safety, ease, and a sense of control. Like it feels like it is in control, a sense of control. That's its job. That's your brain's job. That's what your brain does. Your brain wants safety, ease, and a sense of control. But growth does not happen in comfort. If we're speaking fast, casual English, that does not would be contracted. But growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in resistance. Resistance. When things are pushing against you, when things are difficult, that is resistance. But growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in resistance. Growth happens in the moments when you are stretched, challenged, and unsure. Growth happens in the moments when you are stretched, challenged, and unsure. That feeling of wanting to stop is not a failure. It is a signal that you are standing at the edge of change. That feeling of wanting to stop is not a failure. It is a signal that you are standing at the edge of change. If you are standing at the edge of something, you are just about to move over to something else, right? Now, I wanted to point out that wanting could be wanting to, because you have a to here. Wanting to could be wanting to stop. That feeling of wanting to stop, is not a failure. It's not a failure to want to stop. All right. Here's the important part. Most people misunderstand this feeling. This feeling of wanting to stop, right? This feeling of wanting to stop. Most people misunderstand this feeling. They interpret it as a sign that they are not capable, not able, not capable. They cannot do it. They're not capable, not ready, or not good enough. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I'm not ready. They interpret it as a sign that they are not capable, not ready, or not good enough. But very often, but very often, it means the opposite. It means you are in the exact place where real progress begins. All right, so it means you are in the exact place where real progress begins. The challenge is learning how to stay present in that moment. To pause, to notice what is happening. To pause, to notice what is happening. Oh, it looks like it continues. To pause, to notice what is happening, to take a breath, and to continue anyway. Let's go back. The challenge is learning how to stay present in that moment. Learning how to stay present in that moment. To pause. To notice what is happening around you. To take a breath. And to continue anyway. Continue anyway, despite that feeling of wanting to stop. Remember, that's what we're talking about. That feeling of wanting to stop, despite that feeling of wanting to stop. Take a breath and continue anyway. Not with harsh pressure or self-criticism. Self-criticism, that's when you tell yourself, I'm not good enough. Harsh pressure, difficult. Harsh is like big pressure. I can't think of the word I want to use. Harsh pressure, lots of pressure. Or self-criticism, but with awareness and compassion for yourself. Awareness and compassion for yourself. Be aware of yourself. Be compassionate. Forgive yourself. Don't be so difficult and judge yourself so harshly. Because the desire to quit is natural. Yeah, it's natural to desire to quit. Because the desire to quit is natural. It is your mind trying to keep you safe. That's all it is. It's your mind. It's your mind trying to keep you safe. But choosing to continue gently, deliberately, that means on purpose. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to have to pause this and start again because my computer is running out of memory. Okay, I'm back. Okay, hopefully I just threw away a bunch of stuff. Hopefully I didn't throw away something important. But I made more memory so we can keep going. But choosing to continue. We're choosing to continue. We're doing this gently, deliberately, one step at a time. That's a powerful thing, isn't it? It is powerful. That is where change takes root. Takes root. If that's where it starts, that's where it begins. Where you slowly become someone stronger than you ever realized you could be. All right, say that together with me. That is where change takes root and where you slowly become someone stronger than you ever realized you could be. Let's say that again. Ready? That is where change takes root and where you slowly become someone stronger than you ever realized you could be. Okay, that was a little bit of shadowing. And now we're going to do shadowing nonstop, the entire text from start to finish. You can just listen and follow along if you are an intermediate speaker. And if you're advanced, say it together with me. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Why do we feel like quitting so often? You feel like quitting because your mind is trying to protect you, not because you are weak. When something difficult, uncomfortable, or uncertain, when something becomes, I missed this word right here and it changed the whole sentence. Let's start again. When something becomes difficult, uncomfortable, or uncertain, your brain sends a simple message. This is too much. Your brain wants safety, ease, and a sense of control. That's its job. But growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in resistance. Growth happens in the moments when you are stretched, challenged, and unsure. That feeling of wanting to stop is not a failure. It is a signal that you are standing at the edge of change. Here is the important part. Most people misunderstand this feeling. They interpret it as a sign that they are not capable, not ready, or not good enough. But very often, it means the opposite. It means you are in the exact place where real progress begins. The challenge is learning how to stay present in that moment, to pause, to notice what is happening, to take a breath, and to continue anyway. Not with harsh pressure or self-criticism, but with awareness and compassion for yourself. Because the desire to quit is natural. It is your mind trying to keep you safe. But choosing to continue gently, deliberately, one step at a time is powerful. That is where change takes root and where you slowly become someone stronger than you ever realized you could be. You can be super strong. You can do it. Boom, we did it. Good workout. Way to go. It was kind of sloppy. I made some mistakes, but I just kept moving forward. I just take it one step at a time, and you can too. I'll see you in the next practice video.